Hey everyone, I'm sorry I'm late. You can blame that on my assistant. She didn't set it up on Google Chrome and we were going back and forth on Skype and whatever. I was watching some of my videos. This is Marilyn Aloria, by the way, psychic medium. I was watching some of my videos and without the words on, and boy, do I talk with my hands a lot. A lot. So we're going to be talking about how to stay on your path with your guides and create an abundant life, which I'm super excited about. I want to talk to you about a couple of things, but because I don't have my little handy dandy banner, I have to type something in. Hi, Dina. Medium, teacher, and coach. There we go. Just has to be up there. I like to dance too, and I like to use my hands because I'm Italian. Hi, Sharon. You talk with your hands too. You're Italian. Yay. Okay. Creator of membership for your soul. And we've been getting some questions about when membership is going to open again. We're going to be opening it again soon. I'm not going to say exactly when. So, hi, Sandra. Hi, Gentry. Hi, another Sandra. So we are going to be opening it again soon. So make sure you're on the wait list at Membership for Your Soul. So let me share that for you. Hi, Katie. It's all my membership people on here. So I love that my membership people follow me like this much. It's just so cute. And then when they find out that I was live on my business page and they didn't know, they get upset. So that makes me happy. Not that they're upset, but that they love to follow me that much. All right, we're going to do a lot of talking today because there's some stuff going on that I want to talk about. Hi, Thomas, another one. Hi. So get on that wait list for Membership for Your Soul. Hi, Terry, another one. Am I live in membership? Let me check real quick. No, there's some other members. Hi, Emily. I love it. I love it. I'm all for it. So we're going to talk about a few things that I want to talk about, especially about we're talking about how to stay on your path with your guides and create an abundant life. It's really important. And I really want to talk about this for where I am today because I'm somebody who's definitely going through a lot of transformation and a lot of change. And I know that like the eclipse, I'm waiting for it to show up so I can pin it. The eclipse for a lot of you was a very powerful thing. For me, it was a little like that. And I didn't really lean into the energy of the eclipse and the support of the eclipse, but I was definitely affected by it in terms of like, I don't know, I don't really read a lot of mass consciousness things out there. When there's like something happening in the world and everybody's got an opinion about it, I kind of stay away and I just talk to my guides. And the reason why I do that is because I feel that I like to go to the purity of what they say. I like to just talk to them and find out what they say about it and just hear from them. So with the eclipse, I was going through a lot of stuff, so I didn't really pay attention to the eclipse. And when it happened, I was like so behind it all. I was like, oh, the eclipse is happening in 10 minutes. You need glasses? Like, I didn't know. And that was okay. I was outside a bit, but I was too afraid to look up. And I saw an eclipse when I was a kid, so I really feel like I've seen an eclipse. I know this one was supposed to be beautiful and the pictures were great. My point is, many of you may be hearing, Sandra said, I just have to show this because it's just too funny. It's not funny for her because that's painful, but I passed kidney stones during the eclipse. Yay. So a lot of you, Robbie asked me, you didn't feel it in your heart. What I'm feeling in my heart is a mourning because I'm releasing a lot of the old and going into the new. So this for me is the exact reason why I kind of go through these things by myself. I don't necessarily want to get into mass consciousness understanding of things. I like to just do it with my star people, with my guides, and really just go through things myself and not get affected by what is going on out in the world, what people think about it. So I definitely have been transforming and changing, and this is a great topic for today. Spirit actually knows why we're doing what we're doing because I was like, oh, geez, I got to talk about how to stay on your path with your guides and create an abundant life. All right, I'll talk about that today. Because I got to tell you, it's been funky. It's been funky. And, but this is a perfect opportunity for all of us. And I'd like us to work together with some symbols and with our guides and with someplace you're going. So many of you know from watching my videos that I'm trying to figure out where I want to move to. I want to move. I know there's a move. I know my guides are telling me there's a move, but I don't know where I'm going. By the way, my shirt isn't ripped. It's the design. just in case you thought I was like, ripped my shirt. Anyway, with that said, it's been very unsettling because when you don't have clarity or you don't know where you're going towards, it can be very unsettling to you, right? And my guys have been telling me to sit down and do goals, right? And I did do my personal growth goals. I haven't done my business goals. I've been following one of Tony Robbins' books, Awake the Giant Within. He's got really great tools and techniques in that book. And I just haven't made the time for it. I'll do it this weekend. And the reason why I want to share this story with you, because I want to show you how my guides work with me when I'm even like this, gripping for life, going, what is going on? Now, one, I'll always go into meditation. Meditation. I'm going to say that to you over and over again. And meditation for me is not trying to make my mind blank. Meditation for me is connecting with my guides. It's talking with them like I'm talking with you, except I clear out my chakras, I balance my chakras, and then I connect with them, which is why if anybody's interested in doing that, Membership for Your Soul is a great place to learn how to communicate with your guides. The doors aren't open right now, but they'll probably be open down the thing. People clicking link in email can't find you. Yeah, there was a mess up. You can yell at Laura about that. Everybody write Laura, info@marilynalori.com and yell at her. She was the one who messed that up. But Laura's such a great assistant that she's allowed to have mess ups. She's so good to me. So I'm so blessed for her and Trisha. Anyway, let me finish my story so we can start working with this together. So I talk with my guides that way, right? And I'm live everywhere. Live Leap is working. Okay, Laura just told me. So again, so I talk to them on a regular basis. Like I just talk to them the way I'm talking to you. So right now I'm a little confused. I know there's a lot of transformation. I know that things are ending and things are beginning, but I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know where I'm going. So that's when you're doing this, right? You're like reaching out. That's not when you want to sit here like this and hide. It's when you want to really embrace your life, embrace the darkness, embrace the path, embrace the symbols and the signs, which we talked about last week, if you're not in connection with your guides the way I am. It's so important to do that. It's important to embrace the inspiration inside of you. It's important to listen to your heart, your truth. It is so important. Your throat and heart chakras are the most important thing at this point, because your throat and heart chakra are your truth centers. So with that said, and this is light blue, and this is green, and then this area in between is about compassion for self, which you definitely want on these paths. So here's my story so you can understand how I'm walking around blindly right now. So I don't know where I'm moving. I have an idea. They won't give me confirmation yet because they want my soul to experience it. They want my soul to go to the place and have the experience. They don't want to dictate my life's path. They don't want to say, move here. They want me to have the experience, especially since my move to LA from New York City was so jarring and difficult in so many ways. We want to make sure we don't repeat that pattern, right? So this time around, which we won't, because I'm different. I'm a different person. I'm conscious. So I'm supposed to get my roof done because it's fucking hot here in LA. And I don't have insulation and I need a roof. And I hate the heat. Hate it. Hate it. How much do I hate it? Every store I go into, I tell everyone how much I hate it. Is this a mindset thing? Totally. Should I be shifting my mindset? Totally. But I'm just hating it. With that said, so yesterday, I wake up, the roof is getting done in a couple of weeks. Finally, I'm thinking about a move. Business is going great. We're getting ready to open the doors again, a membership, and I'm not going to say when, not right away, but soon. It's a lot going on. And I get a call from the roofer again that they can't do the roof for a reason that was very sad, actually, and for him. And I won't move to Texas, Dana, don't worry. I feel very, very bad for the Texas people. I actually donated yesterday. With that said, there was no roof again. I'm not, and this is like the third time. And these are moments where you could be in your life and you could say, why is the universe doing this to me? I don't do that. I trust. So it happened again. I went, all right, so what's the universe trying to tell me? I keep trying to get my roof done. It keeps getting screwed up. Now I don't even have the roofer anymore and I have to find a new roofer. What are you trying to tell me, universe? And I didn't go into meditation because I had a busy day. So I went for a walk with my dogs and I just listened to my heart and soul, which all of you can do. And the inspiration I was getting was, don't get the roof done. You're moving, you're selling the house. Talk to your realtor, find out what that means. Called my good friend, Therese Hyde, excellent realtor here in LA, and really good friend of mine. And we talked about it. And she told me what the ramifications would be with the selling, with the roof not being done. And we decided together that not getting the roof done was a good idea. And I felt this peace in my heart. I felt like, yeah, this is right. Because I hate construction. Anybody who knows me, you think I hate the heat? Construction's even worse. That's my last contractor. I cursed him out. That's how spiritual I am. When I'm pissed off, forget it. Anyway, so I called my architect because he was helping me, and we came to that conclusion. And I felt breath. I felt air, but I was still mourning something. I'm still not really sure what I'm mourning. I'm not very clear on what the sadness is that's in my heart. It's not dragging me down. It's not stopping me from living my life. All it's doing is making me listen a little bit more. What's going on? What do I need to do to get clear? Where do I need to go? Who do I need to speak to? What do I need to say? Who do I need to say it to? So last night I walked at the LA River, which I do all the time. And last time I was there on Sunday, I got yelled at by someone. I just ignored them. I didn't go Brooklyn on them because my dogs I'm not even going to get into that. So I went to the LA River and it was hot. And I'm walking and I'm miserable. And all of a sudden I get this inspiration to try this new hike that I heard about. Now, you don't really hike in this heat in the summer, but I've heard that this place is magnificent. So I go and drive, and I end up, and I should probably try to pull up the pictures to show you if they're on my iPhoto. I drive to this place, and it's the most magical place I've ever seen. It is in LA. It's so beautiful. Canopies of trees, all sorts of trees, beautiful water, ducks, really nice people, all these trails. Now, I couldn't go on the trails. I had flip-flops on. And I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing. And I sat and I talked to somebody and I walked around and I didn't know how to get out of it. And this woman was like, follow me. And it was just a really beautiful, pleasant experience. And it was exactly what I needed, because if I don't have nature, I get like, Urgh. So here I am now this morning, making more decisions about my trip, about where I'm going, to check out the place I'm going. And yes, Dina, I have let go of my house. My house knows. My house knew from the very beginning, so thank you for asking that. It's very important that you talk with the place you're living in, because it can hold on to you with a grip. So what Dina is saying, this is what Dina is saying. Are you letting go of your house and getting ready for the move, do you think? Yes. I'm being told by my guides that this winter, when it's cooler here, that's when I'm supposed to pack up everything, get ready to move. I'm not moving till next year. I know that already. So, and the house and I already have an understanding. So that's what happened. So what am I trying to share with you? So that was all inspired thought and thinking. It wasn't necessarily seeing things. It was the roofer calling, symbol number one, right? Symbols don't have to be just visual. The roofer calling, and let me know if this makes sense to you guys, and I want to take you through an activity. The roofer calling, telling me he couldn't do the roof yet again. Me getting the inspiration to call my realtor, good friend, to talk about what that means for me if I decide not to get the roof. Having a great conversation with her, calling my architect who's talking me out of it, telling me to get the roof, but I'm feeling solid in my soul. We both agree, don't do the roof. Going for a walk down at the LA River, getting the inspiration to try a new hike, going on the hike and feeling God and the universe all around me. Just brings me to more clarity. Do I know where I'm moving yet? I have an idea. I'm not sharing it with you guys yet because I need to experience it for my soul. But do I know exactly? No. But what I do know is that every turn, I'm always taken care of. That when things go again, and this might seem stupid to some people that are dealing with really big experiences, but I do know for me, when little things come down, like my schedule is very tight. For me to clear my schedule to get my roof done is a big friggin' deal. So for me to just not allow things to upset me, right? So she says, obstructions telling you that you don't need to go ahead. Exactly, Dina. Exactly. So I don't know if I showed that. Yeah, there it is. So let's play. First of all, I want to know from all of you, do you listen to the inspired thoughts in your heart? Do you know how to listen to the inspired thoughts in your heart? Do you know how to listen to symbols other than visual symbols? Do you know how to listen to the phone call, the friend who's calling you, the spiritual advice that you're feeling just drop into your thoughts? Do you know how to not get like crumbling down upset and trust that God has got you, universe, source, whatever you believe? Do you know how to stop, pause, and say, okay, this is all happening for a reason. There's a greater plan here for me. Let me figure out what it is. So Sandra says, yes, when stuff goes wrong, it's a clue to stop and check. Yes, yes, yes. Dana says she's starting to understand. That's great. Let me see who else. Maria says, I'm going through similar builder. I keep having to chase to install my new bathroom. Guess I need a new builder. He's not the one. Exactly. Exactly. You don't want to chase things anymore that are a huge struggle. It doesn't mean you give up the dream of the bathroom, the dream of acting, the dream of the book, the dream of being a spiritual teacher, the dream of finding the love of your life. It means that you stay open to different advice, better direction, doing something else, changing what's going on in here so that out here changes. So that's what happens. Too many of you, and I can say this because I used to be the same way, abandoned everything. Go into, and I don't really feel like my audience is like this, so I'm just going to share this as a bold statement. I don't feel a lot of you are victims. I really don't. I don't tend to attract victim consciousness. What's victim consciousness? Oh, it's happening to me again. Oh, it's never going to work out. Oh, it doesn't work out. It hasn't worked out so far. I'm 58 and life just sucks. That's victim consciousness. Don't follow me if you got that consciousness, because I'm not going to be of any help to you. I'm going to smack you in the head. So with that said, and I do have compassion for people going through things because I've been through stuff. So usually when I come across someone that's going through a lot of stuff and they can't see their way out, but they're working on it and I want them to have their feelings, that's different than victim consciousness, completely different. When you're working on yourself continuously and you're getting hit in the face, I have a friend who gets hit in the face a lot, and she works on herself. That's a different experience, okay? Linda says, I love your Brooklyn. Yeah, I have no patience for anything but anymore. I'm getting stronger. You know why I'm getting stronger, guys? Because I'm getting more, first of all, from proof in my own life, much more confident about my expertise, about what I teach. And I want to teach you quicker than it took me. Rob says, messages have been to focus on being versus efforting. From the beingness comes inspired actions that comes with ease, total surrender and trust. Yes. Now, surrender and trust, because I've had this before with people. It was somebody in my membership program. She was telling me how she was meditating. And she was basically meditating and waiting for spirit to knock on the door. No. You can meditate, and the way that you can surrender is by opening up your consciousness to what's going on around you and paying attention to the signs and the symbols, right? So that's what I want you to do. Julia says, I hope I'm saying your name right, sweetie. I still understand every time the meaning of what happened to me, but I don't struggle anymore with what happens to me. Just trying to understand what it means in my life. That's great. You want to have an understanding why things are happening, because sometimes we're the cause of it, right? Because of a certain mindset issue or a choice we made or a habit that we have that we need to break. So I have to say almost all the time that happens, but I'm speaking from my perspective. So I would say that would be an unfair statement to somebody who's experienced. I don't even want to go down that road. So I don't want to say that. So what I do want to say to somebody like Julia, she doesn't know why it's happening. You do want to say, okay, what choices I'm making? Do I have anything to do with this? Am I hanging out with the wrong people? Am I not trusting enough? Start there. And then anything out here that has to be corrected, you'll probably have an awareness of, okay? Sandra says, next time I have a pity party, I'll imagine Marilyn snapping me in the head. Exactly. And you know what time that came in? 12:22. All right. So let's play. Let me just see if there's anybody else. Yeah, this is good, Pia. Pia says, when my higher self says not yet, it's not yet for me, even if I put a jump and change things immediately. Exactly. So sometimes, like right now, so move, right? I'm like, where am I moving? Where am I moving? And my guides are like, all they'll say to me, which they never said before. I've been searching for about 3 to 4 years. Now they say to me, you're moving. You're definitely moving. You're moving. And they give me a time frame of when and how to prepare for it, but they won't tell me where. And that's okay. Because if they gave me every single answer, why would I be living? What am I here for? We are co-creating with our guides. We are co-creating with our guides. Ruth, I don't know what you need guidance with, so you can ask me if you would like. Okay, so let's do a game with our guides right now. I don't know what we're going to do because it's always like channeled. I didn't have anything prepared. I usually don't have things prepared. So let's do this. I want you to just close your eyes, and I want you to go into either your heart chakra, which is that beautiful green light. Now, if the color wants to change, you always want to trust the color of your chakra because the color is informing you of something. So if my heart chakra is showing me yellow, it's telling me I need to mix intuition with my heart, with my truth, right? Because that's what it's showing me, a mixture of green and yellow, right? If you want to go into your throat chakra, that's usually sky blue. It's clairaudience, clear hearing. We're going to work a little bit with clairaudience symbols right now, which we have not done. And then the heart chakra is empathic ability. Empathic ability is about picking up people's pains, emotions, and feelings, but it also informs us what we love and don't love, right? So I'm very clear about boundaries, and I don't hang out with people I don't like because I don't waste my time. So if something comes down the pike and somebody's like, hey, you want to go do this with so-and-so? And I'm like, no. So that's what your heart chakra will tell you, what choice to make, who to go out with, what to do, where to go. Like I got asked out a couple of weeks ago. I think I told you about this, and I was like, oh, no. My heart was like, not going down that road with you. And then it got, yeah. All right, so close your eyes. And Ruth, play along with this if you're on this, and then we'll see what the kit and caboodle is for you. So close your eyes. Debbie asked, what's purple in the heart chakra? So guys, you can keep your eyes closed while I'm talking, and as I see that, it's great. Purple to me is chakra energy, it's the highest spiritual color. It's about spirit probably wanting to talk to you through your heart. God, the universe, spirit wanting to talk to you through your heart. So that's what it would mean to me. All right, so just close your eyes. Just breathe into one of those chakras or both if you want. If you want to put your left hand on your heart, it's great because it allows you to receive. I'm very blurry right now from the camera. And just breathe into that space. And when you're breathing into that space, I want you to breathe into the part of you that knows. So many of you, I always tell you, you know, and you're like, I don't know. And that's okay, because you can see right now, I don't fully know, but I don't come from a place of not knowing. I know my heart knows, and it's going to take me there. So I want you to breathe into that place of whether you're conscious of what you know or not know, the deeper understanding that you really do know, the deeper wisdom that is there, that we all have access to. And if you want to breathe into another part of your body, or you want to breathe into your whole body, or you want to breathe into the moon, it doesn't matter because there's never any right or wrongs to any of this work. My voice and my words are carrying a vibration that is allowing the work to happen. So that's how they work through me. So take a couple of breaths. And I want you to ask your heart or your throat, and you may be surprised by the answer, and I want you to trust the answer that comes to you when I ask this question. What is it that you're yearning for right now? What is it that you're yearning for right now? Now I want you to tune into the sounds around you as I ask this next question. And you may hear a physical sound, or you may hear a sound that drops into your head, like a sound from spirit. It could even be a song, could be words. Just let it be whatever it is. But if you're not hearing anything inside your head, tune into physical sound as well. And we're going to break it down right now. Ask them, this thing that you're yearning for, is there any place in your life where you have this experience now, or you have a piece of this experience now? Now tune into physical sound as well, because we're going to break down physical sound symbols. And I'm going to give you a moment to just listen and notice where you're hearing it. It could be the fan on your right, but you're hearing it in your left ear. Don't worry about it. Just tune into where you're hearing it right now. So just pay attention to physical sounds and notice what you're hearing. Now, what you're hearing, do you like what you're hearing? Do you remember do you know where this thing came from? Like, did you buy it, or is it something outside? Where did this thing come from? If this sound was singing a song, what song would it sing right now? And if the sound was to sing a song or say a phrase that would answer the yearning in your heart, or at least give you another clue, what would that be? Now, if you have any other questions for the sound, remember, you always have to use your imagination with me. Imagination is where I believe our psychic ability lies. Ask it anything else you want to ask it. And then open your eyes. So I'd love to hear how that experience was for you. What I'm trying to do is get you used to using other things besides just visual symbols. I want you to learn that sound is a symbol, that smell is a symbol, taste is a symbol, feeling is a symbol. You know, there's so many things that we can touch as a symbol. You may reach out to something and touch it, and the feeling of the actual thing, say it's cotton. Cotton may give you a feeling or give you information about what it is that you need right now. And it may not be what cotton is really used for. It may be something else. There's so many intricacies to this work because, again, I say their language it's very hard for them to use words with us because our words are so diluted, and plus they speak in vibration. And we're vibrational beings. And what you're trying to do to align with your clarity of path, to walk with your guides, which is what today is about, how to create an abundant life with your guides, is by tuning into your vibration and raising your vibration. Your guides always know what is abundant living for you. And abundant living starts with you getting out of scarcity consciousness, you getting out of lack consciousness. And the way that we get out of lack consciousness and scarcity consciousness is not worrying how we're paying the bills, or why the house is too small for all your kids and your family, or why it's too hot in my house, or whatever reason may be that can bring a scarcity consciousness thought. So what it does is, what you want to do is go towards abundant living right now. What is abundance? And your guides are always filled with abundance. They're always giving you abundance information. They're always walking with you. They're always trying to talk to you. They're always giving you something, even if it's not the exact answer to the question. A lot of times it's not, guys. It's about your soul evolving, and they're teaching you that. So let's see what people said. Nancy said, I heard my fan on my desk. I want to experience joy in my life. I do joy at my workplace. I was told to be more, I can't see it. I was told to be more childlike. Great. So what does that mean for you, Nancy? What does it mean to be more childlike? For me, that's like skipping down the path. That's like singing silly songs to my dogs. That's like me watering the plants and twirling around. Yes, I do childlike things like that because it gets in touch with the inner child inside of me. So that's really great. You allowed yourself go there. Let's see who else. Try to give me the whole thing that you got, not just, I heard water running. Tell me what the water said or what it meant to you. And if it answered the yearning in your heart. Okay. So Darlene said, do you have a water fountain going? That's what I heard. Fellow triber. Oh, great, Darlene. Hi, Darlene. We're part of a tribe, this organization from Stu McLaren. Do you have a water fountain? Are you asking me if I have a water fountain? What I would want to know from you, Darlene, is, first of all, I love water fountains, and I don't have one. I have one in my meditation room that I never turn on, but I love water fountains. So what do water fountains mean for you? And if you were getting a message from me, what do you feel it was telling me? I would love to know. I think that that's great. So let me know, Darlene. That would be wonderful. And I all want to know, did you understand the yearning in your heart? The yearning in my heart wasn't about moving. The yearning in my heart was, I want inner peace. So for the most part, you guys know I live a pretty blissful, happy life. I am not complaining about my life. I've created this life, and I've created a good life. And I love LA. I love my life in LA, I should say. But it's time for me to move. But my spirit guides were saying what I'm yearning for is inner peace. And what does that mean for me? That's nature. That's, I'm not going to go down my thing because I want to see where you guys are at. Yeah, Darlene said, look at this. I think I don't know if you're answering me, Darlene, or your own self, but she said peace. So if you were answering me or we're having a simultaneous thing happening together, then it's perfect. It was great because that's exactly what was going on with me. So thank you for that. So Gwen says, I have a fountain running in my office and the message was, like water, energy must flow. What a beautiful message, right? So peace for me. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you. I'll take it. That was beautiful. Thank you. And you know what I'll do, Darlene? I'll even take it further. I will listen to fountain sounds and see what that brings up for me. So thank you so much for that, sweetie. I love that. I love my membership people do that too sometimes to be like, I just got a hit that you're supposed to look into. And I'm like, yay, I love these people. So the one who said water and flowing with the energy was great. What I wanted to say, and I'm going to read a couple more of these, what I wanted to say to you was, did you see how you gave a voice to a sound? How many of you were able to hear in your inner head? Clairaudience lives here, but it may drop in here. My clairaudience comes into my right ear right here, and in my left ear with spirits. So that's direct. So the thing is like, whether you're hearing in here or hearing out here, there's always information for you. Okay, so let's see who else I got. Let me see where spirit wants to take me. Connect. Thinking about a job position which I want with connection and something to do to bring in income. I heard my heartbeat and drum. I bought a long time ago. It turned into Umangi and flooding. I don't know what that word is. Umangi, I think I'm saying it wrong. A bit of fear in the background, then it turned into hallelujah. Great. What I love about this Connect is you're asking about a job. Connect's part of membership for your soul too. You're asking about a job position. I remember, if I remember a membership, I'm not going to share your secrets because that's secret to us in there. But I remember this has like been on your mind right now. And I would suggest to you to go listen to that drum and drum that drum, or listen to some drumming. Notice what it lights up inside of you. I love that there's a bit of fear in the background, then it turns into hallelujah. Because anytime we do something new, right, or courageous, or we're shifting something, there's going to be an experience of fear, or what we define as fear, because that's how we're trained, right? That it's fear. And then I love that you got the hallelujah after, because anytime we do something new, we don't know what the energy is like. We don't know what the vibration is like. We don't know what to expect because we haven't had that experience yet before. Think about it. You're giving birth to a new kid. You're adopting a dog. You're buying a new house. You've never done these things before. You don't know what that experience is like. You don't have anything to pull upon. But when you go, so you're going to have some kind of fear, uncomfortability. You don't know. So that's when you want to like get into emotional experience of things. Yes, but I know that I'm safe. I know that I can trust. I know that this is going to experience. I'm going to experience joy. I'm going to feel joy through this. And then she got hallelujah at the end of it, because Spirit is saying, walk through the fear, and you're going to get to the hallelujah. It's what Spirit said to me the other day. They said, I shared this with you guys. I'm going to read some. They said, if you knew all the joy that was on the other side of this decision, you wouldn't hesitate to take any action. So I'll repeat that because it's such a great thing. They said, if you knew how much joy was on the other side of this question, you wouldn't hesitate to take action, which is great. All right, let's see who else. Let's get someone else. Lauren said, my heart chakra was green and sparkling white. I got peace as well. I heard the singing my niece does. Then I physically heard buzzing from the mobile air conditioner. So, Laura, you want to break it down forward. I definitely put that into whatever you're yearning at the moment and ask yourself, how is this answering it? Where is it telling me to go? What is it telling me to do? What does it want me to do? What does it want me to say? Who does it want me to talk to? Just keep going with those investigation questions, and you will get further into, but it's great what you got. Go further into them. Robbie says, heard the trees and the winds, messages to ride the flow, felt the peace, love, and abundance in the moment. I love that, Robbie, because that's what's always available to us. So right now I was just texting with my friend who lives in an area where I'm going to check out. It's uncomfortable for me not to fully know, and I'm releasing stuff and I'm not even understanding it. But it's never uncomfortable. It's also exciting. It's also magical. Like going to that, I'm going to cry, going to that place last night that Spirit told me to go was so magical for me. It just shows me how much they're always with me. I got to tell you something, guys. Usually 7:30, unless I'm playing tennis, I'm usually, don't talk to anybody, not leaving the house. I'm done for the night, right? Because I need to come down before I go to bed and start my day. For me to drive someplace at 7 o'clock at night to an unknown place, that is not a norm for me. And for them to take me where they took me was great. Great. So let's see a couple more. And Robbie says, fear, feeling excited and ready. Yes, exactly. We interpret fear as, and fear is just excitement. And, oh, we don't know what to expect. Oh, it's the unknown. Oh. Okay, so love this. Kathy says, if you're brave, you always get rewarded and miracles happen. Yes, that's beautiful, Katie. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, I just want to see if I can get some more. Teresa said, inner music played a big part of this experience. Good. The snippets of tunes and lyrics acknowledge my journey. Zip-a-dee-dah at the end makes my day. That is beautiful. That is great. Great. Okay, let's take one more. Madeline, I heard the static feedback on my earphones and the TV that's on mute. The yearning was for acceptance and the song was weird. It said, you are my baby. I asked for clarification and it said, create from the heart. So Madeline, that's really good. So what you want to do is, if that's a song, you are my baby, I'm assuming it is, you want to look up the lyrics of that song and see if there's more information in the lyrics of that song. Read it like poetry, read it like channeled messages. And then I would also say, take this a little bit further and write down, you are my baby, and write down then whatever you feel after that. Like I'd write down, you are my baby, and then write down, what am I feeling? How do I feel right now? What does the statement make me feel like? Also say it out loud, because that's a whole different experience. So you could also say it out loud. Great. All right. So I want to know how that was for you, if you felt, and I'm going to give you something. So I'm going to share, it's a long one, so I'm going to share this. I yearn for respect in my industry, which leads to higher quality work. I had a fan, which translated into people supports. I heard a fan. People who are fans of mine. I know that it all comes with each step I make, just plugging along. Often I'll say, I don't know where you're leading me, God and angels, but I trust you, and I surrender because I know you're looking after me. Thank you for helping me understand that all of my problems have already been solved. Yes. Amazing things happen after that. I get work that I love. I bump into people, synchronicity, the doors open, and my guides show me they're listening and laughing with me as they surprise me. Paula, it's so true. Even when it's like so tricky and things are happening that could be so weird and uncomfortable. And I have to tell you, I'm telling you, when disappointment comes down, I don't even see, I'm like, okay, must be something better for me. There must be something else they want me to do. Must be something greater. So, okay, I'm open. Let's go. Great job. Great, great, great. Catherine, I know you're asking me, you said I'm an empath psychic, get clairvoyance, and starting to get clairaudience. How do I keep myself grounded and protected? Well, that's a really big question, and it's a little off topic, but I want to answer it because I'm sure you're not the only one. My ears keep ringing. Yeah, well, that's clairaudience, right? So clairaudience, your ears ring with clairaudience, clear hearing. How do you keep yourself grounded and protected? So we always are protected because we have free will. So in the beginning stages, for any of you that are opening up to spirits, it can be really uncomfortable because you're not yet strong inside. So I believe in lower level energy. That's it. I don't go where other people go with this kind of nonsense. And because of that, I have such strong free will that nothing's allowed to get in. But in the beginning, for me, it was very uncomfortable. I had to work up those muscles. There's a lot of tools and techniques, but I'm just going to give one right now. So one thing, too, I'm going to give. Know that you have free will. So when it's uncomfortable energy, you can always ask it to go, and it has to go. If you're curious about the energy, then it stays. So that's not really good. The other thing is I work with Archangel Michael. Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael. And I'm always I don't shut down my house at all anymore because I don't have to. But in the beginning, I would shut down my house and my rooms with light using them. And then I push everything out at a 5-mile radius. For some reason, that works for me. Because if you just push it off your property, to me, the energy is still very strong. So I push it off my property at a 5-mile radius. I ask it to detach from my dogs, animals, property, and location, so my car too, because once I didn't do it with my car. So that's what I suggest you do. I would suggest that anybody who's opening up, and if you're having those experiences, the only person you should be working with right now is Archangel Michael, and that's it until you build the strength and the security and the confidence that you're safe, because you are. All right. Well, I'm going to leave this with you. Next week, we have a special guest. So join us next week because you're going to hear. I always feel like you learn. Let me know if this is true. I'd love to know. And you can hit likes and hearts, or you could just tell me in the comments. But I always feel like you learn from other people's stories of their journeys, right? So on membership, we had one of the women came on and talked about her struggles, and I walked her through it through a Facebook Live, and so many people got stuff out of it, and I'll probably continue to do that. And I just find because my experience, I was channeling right away. That's not everybody's experience, and they're also not going to channel the way I channel. So I think it's always great to hear how other people do it and hear their stories. So I think that it's really, really great for you to do that. So next week, we're going to have a special guest. And I don't really know what's going to happen because I haven't done that yet with you guys. So that's going to be next Tuesday at 12 noon Pacific time. The links will work. Everything will work. And that's it. So thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, I love this, Adina. This was awesome. Made me realize I don't actually pay attention to sounds as much as I should. Yeah. I want you to pay attention to smell. Like, okay, let's do a quick exercise just because it's too much fun. Close your eyes. Think about that yearning that you had in your heart, whatever it may have been. And breathe in your nose and either pretend or feel like you're smelling something or smell what you're smelling. What are you smelling? And this can be imagination too. Or it could be actually that you're smelling something, or you're smelling the clean air, or you're smelling the fresh air. Notice what you're smelling. And then ask yourself, what do you feel about that smell? How does it make you feel? And then just apply that to your yearning in your heart. And however it wants to answer it, let it answer. So how was that? Let me know. I got the smell of like cornbread, like sticky, delicious cornbread that you get with like some really great Mexican dishes. And it's always such a treat for me because it's not something I make or purchase or anything. So whenever it's on the plate, it's like delicious cornbread that's hot out of the oven that you put butter on. I'm not a vegan. And it's so yummy. Oh, and it's such a gift. So it shows me like the simple things that bring peace to me. So that was great. Dina got lavender, beautiful, feels refreshing and empowered. Love that, Dina. Dana got candle, feels so cool, feels so and comforting. You're probably writing something else. Anissa got clean. Sandra got lemony. So you all got a smell. See how easy that was? See how easy this is? That's the thing that gets me. And that's what I want to teach you. You complicate it. It doesn't have to be complicated. So unfortunately, Barbara, we're ending, but it was an action-packed. So watch it, and you're going to play a game in the middle of it and hear my story and watch it. It's going to be great. I'm going to share some more smells. Adina said, I got the smell of fresh cleaning solution, a type that smells like ocean waves. Love that. Nancy said, the essential on me was calming. Great. Okay. Patricia said tobacco. Sorry, Nancy, I didn't mean to rush through it because you already answered the candle, right? Reminded me of my dad. Isn't that great? Christy says, roses cherish my beauty and femininity. And I love that picture, Christy. That's great. Madeline said, I got vanilla. It's my favorite smell. It feels homey and lavish and abundant. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. Okay? So now I want to know in the comments as we end, how easy were these two activities for you? Do you realize that you were just communicating with your guides? So hit likes, hearts, tell me in the comments, and let me know about that. And I'll read a couple more as you comment, and then I gotta go. I gotta go. Popcorn, fun and energetic, like the one that broke my tooth the other day. Thanks, Marilyn. Dana said easy, yes. Kenneth says easy peasy. They're in membership too. This is great. And Dina said, love you. Love you too, Dina. I'm so happy to be working with you in Mastermind. Sharon said, peppers and onions cooking on the stove right now. Reminds me of my dad. I know he's with me. And Adina said, very easy. All I need to do is pay attention. Yes. Debbie said, so easy. Solia said, extremely easy. Love it. Love it. Sue said, easy and learned I need to pay more attention. I don't know that you guys remember seeing my conscious creation video. All these Facebook videos go on my YouTube page. So you should definitely, if you've missed some, because I've been teaching, we've been following a content calendar of what to teach. So it's all kind of following a pattern. Let me pull up my YouTube page. And I would definitely suggest that you check out that page if you missed, because I did do a whole thing on conscious creation. And it was really, really good. And I'll probably come back and do that again about conscious creation. Actually, I'll put it in the comments. That's my YouTube page. So we always put these videos on the YouTube page if you can't find them on Facebook. Great. All right, guys. So thank you so much for everything. I'll see you next Tuesday at 12 noon Pacific with my special guest. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love to all of you. Bye. Oh, and remember to join Soulful Living. Bye.